Michael Frankel for CageMinds.com, here with Josh Pitbull Torres. Pitt, huge opportunity coming up for you November 2nd, going up to New York, Madison Square Garden on an HBO card, taking on undefeated Dusty Harrision. It's a huge fight. How you feeling in the lead up so far? Got about 3 weeks till the fight.
Yeah, we feel really good. We're very excited to go out to New York and fight at the Madison Square Garden. You know, it's a great opportunity, and we're just very blessed and honored to be able to fight on such a big HBO card.
You've been fighting here locally a lot. How long had you been awaiting this opportunity to kind of branch out more than just New Mexico, to show the world, or the country at least, what you got?
Yeah, you know, I think it's perfect timing. You know, we've been building up our wins and fighting tough guys here in town, and you know, now is the next step to fight on a big stage, on a big undercard, and we're excited to go out and show everybody what Albuquerque is producing.
What made this the right opportunity to take?
I think we took this fight because the opponent hasn't fought a lot of tough fighters. You know, I've faced tough opponents my whole career, and he's 17-0, but he didn't fight a guy with a winning record till his, I don't know, 14th or 15th pro fight. So, I mean, in a way, I feel like the veteran coming into the fight because I've been war tested. I know what it takes to dig deep and to fight hard, 8 hard rounds. So, you know, that's what he's in store for. So we're looking forward to it.
I believe out of the 17 wins, yeah, it's like 3 or 4 of the wins are over guys with a winning record overall. But in that also, I've heard somewhere between 200 to 300 possible amateur fights. So where do you think the experience lines up? Because you've had a harder pro career, harder tests, but he's had such an extensive amount of time in the ring than just putting all those fights together.
Right. Yeah, that's very true. You know, he has a ton of experience, so we're not overlooking the guy. He's obviously skilled to have had such a great amateur record, so we're excited to go in there and test ourselves, but we're also confident. You know, pros and amateurs is a completely different story when you're in there with a guy that wants to take your head off. You know, most of his opponents, you know, with no disrespect to him, but most of his opponents are in there to lose. And, you know, he's did what he's needed to do so far. But come November 2nd, we're going to see what he's really made of. He's going to be in with a guy that is not only there to win, but is there to inflict pain and to prove a point and to show the world what he's made of.
You're a solid, muscular 147-pound boxer. He's a really tall, at 6 feet, skinny, lengthy boxer. What are you thinking about on knowing that you need to get on the inside? You're going to need to blast away at him and nullify that advantage. He's going to want to keep you on the outside.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we have a game plan. We've been training hard for a good 5 weeks now. Still got another 3 to go, so we're working on it day by day. You know, I'm not a stranger to tall fighters. I feel like, you know, some of the 147-pound fighters that I fought have been fairly tall also, and have had similar body frames compared to him. So, you know, we're not going in there and we're not going to, you know, be against anything new. We faced it before and we're ready. We're 100% ready.
Thinking about it, the first time I saw you fight, it was against Joe Gomez, so it's around that same kind of deal, right? The same parameters you were dealing with back then, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Joe Gomez might even have a more solid, you know, boxing stance than this guy. This guy likes to counter punch and you know, hit while he's moving. So, you know, we're going to try to get inside and bring the fight to him.
This is the farthest you're going to travel for a fight, and the first time heading to the East Coast. Add that to it's at Madison Square Garden. That's the mecca of all, you know, boxing. Everyone knows that place. And then also, he's from Washington, D.C. It's like an hour and a half away by plane ride. What do you think about all those factors? The crowd's going to be on his side, the traveling out there for the first time, and also the enormity of the event, or at least the venue.
You know, it's exciting. What can I say? You know, I feel like I can't lose in this situation. It's a win-win for me. I'm just blessed to even be able to, you know, be in that building, period, and much less fight on it. So, you know, it's exciting. It's fuel to the fire, knowing that I'm the underdog going in. You know, he's going to be favored, but it's nothing new to me. I've gone into backyards before, and I've you know, pulled through adversity, and I plan on doing the same thing this time. And
it's a title fight. Adding that in it, what does that do also for the motivation or the perspective on the bout?
Yeah, it's great. You know, it just, you know, makes me want to train that much harder. You know, it's obviously going to boost my rankings, and we're excited to see what the future is going to hold after we bring that belt home.
every camp kind of gets tweaked, gets different. You're learning new things. What are some things that you've changed up for this camp that you'd like to tell us about?
I mean, we've just pushed it so much harder. Like you mentioned, the belt at stake. It just makes me train even harder. Makes me, run that extra mile every day and push myself to the limit and push that threshold to make sure that we go and we don't leave anything in New York. We're going to leave it all on the table. No regrets.
And then what do you got to say to the fans out here? They're going to be waiting to see what the outcome is.
Yeah, definitely just be ready to see that belt when we come home. We're going to go give them hell. We're very excited to put New Mexico on the map, and look out for us.
November 2nd is going to be a huge night. Last off, who'd you want to thank and, sponsors, all that good stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank Everlast. I want to thank King James Progressive Designs, Pops and Tom Crago Metal. Thank you guys for all your support, all my family and friends, everybody going out. We got pretty decent crowd going out to New York, so we're invading New York City, and we're going to show them what we're made of.
Thank you for the time, and best of luck.
Thank you.